Hello, I'm Allison Barbosa, and I'm delighted to be chatting today with Rupa Mankad, Director of Asia Liquidity and Cash Concentration Products for Treasury and Trade at Citi. Welcome, Rupa. Maybe you could just start with a couple of words of introduction about yourself.
Sure, Allison. First and foremost, thanks a lot for reaching out. I am part of the Asia liquidity business, but I've been 20 years in banking, worked across sales, payments, receivables, and liquidity product businesses.
Fantastic. And for everyone that's new to my career in six, we'll start with some rapid fire questions where I'll just ask you for quick one-word answers, and then we'll follow up with some more detailed questions where we can dig a little deeper into your career. Are you ready, Rupa?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Who or what inspires you?
People with passion, drive, and hunger. It could be anyone.
Fantastic. Do you attribute your success to luck or hard work?
It's a lot of hard work, but there's always a pinch of luck. Can't do it without that.
What drives you?
I think what drives me is learning new things every year. And that's what keeps my passion for my work alive and drives me all the time.
Favorite quote or motto you live by?
The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. By Steve Jobs.
When applying for a new opportunity, what percentage of attributes do you feel you need experience in to be able to apply for that role?
60 to 65, but to be honest, I used to be a classical woman wanting to do more, like nearly take it till 100%, but I've changed 60 to 65.
Coolest payments company today?
Citi.
Of course. Great. Thank you, Rupa. Now we know a little bit more about you. Let's move on to the more in-depth questions about your journey.
Sure.
What has been your biggest challenge as you climbed the ladder in the payments industry?
Allison, I took a year-long sabbatical with my second child, and coming back to work and then balancing with two kids and my professional career, that was the biggest challenge I faced. But I came out of it clean.
What do you feel has been your greatest accomplishment in your career?
So I think the greatest accomplishment, I always like to say that the greatest is yet to come. Because if you think you've already achieved your greatest, you start getting complacent, and that's not what I like being. So I like to stay hungry and foolish. So the best is always yet to come.
If there's one thing you could have done differently, what would that have been? And what advice would you give to aspiring women professionals in this industry?
I'll be honest, it's even the failures and the mistakes that you can learn from. So you have to fail to be able to grow. You have to make mistakes to be able to, pivot and mature. So, no regrets. And my advice is go make mistakes, learn from them.
How important have your networks and connections been in assisting your career trajectory in the payments landscape?
Networks and connections have had a large part. They always help. So they can help in two ways, right? Either they help you get to the solution of a problem that you're trying to work on, or sometimes they help you identify a problem that needs solving as well. And that's what gets you to innovation, right? So it doesn't matter how, but a network or a connection is extremely important. And as a female, I think we should be even more collaborative and cohesive in building these networks.
As a senior female leader, how have you shaped the culture of your current business, and has the organization been open to your input?
So I think the organization's been very open to my input. As I was saying, my organization gave me a year-long sabbatical. I almost became an example. A lot of female talent, which was probably shy of asking for that, was use me as an example and ask for what they really wanted in their career to stick on for the longer term. But in terms of the biggest change that I've brought about to my own team, I think remaining approachable so that I can keep receiving constructive feedback. My team can help call out my blind spots and complement my skills and knowledge.
Fantastic. And what have you done to bring others along on their journey?
That's a great question, right? I think what I've done to bring others along in the journey is I think one of it is sharing what I've learned, making them feel comfortable to bring all their colors to work, not asking people to really be something other than themselves, and keep dreaming.
Thank you so much, Rupa. On that very inspiring note, I just want to end this with a thank you for joining us today. That was a great conversation. I want to encourage everybody to join all of our online sessions for My Career in Six and all of our other webinars. So thank you again. This was a great conversation.
Thank you, Allison.